Spain's Mediterranean coastline has long attracted foreign buyers with its promise of sunshine, sea views, and a relaxed lifestyle. But in today's shifting real estate landscapes with rising prices, new tax proposals, and evolving regulations, is buying beachfront in Spain still a smart investment? This is Oscar Turegano from Emerging Investors Spain, and in this video I'll walk you through the key benefits and challenges of owning beachfront property in Spain as a foreign buyer. We will compare two of the country's most desirable coastal areas, the Costa Blanca and the Costa del Sol, and we will take a closer look at the current pricing trends, rental demand, tax implications, and the latest legal updates as of mid-2025. As you may know already, Spain offers one of the most desirable climates in Europe. The Mediterranean coast in Spain enjoys over 300 days of sunshine per year, which is a major draw for retirees, remote workers, and holiday makers. I am not exaggerating when I say that Spain's climate, cuisine, and high quality of life are what truly set it apart from other countries. And that's exactly why it consistently ranks among the most visited countries in the world year after year. But beyond lifestyle, Spain appeals to foreign investors for its transparent legal framework, competitive property prices compared to Northern Europe, and strong rental demand, especially in tourist hotspots. Now, if you ask me about the evolution of real estate prices in coastal areas in recent years, I have to say that we've experienced double-digit price growth over the past year. For example, in Alicante province in the Costa Blanca, property prices rose by approximately 11% in 2024, and in the Costa del Sol, growth exceeded 13%. That said, both in the Costa Blanca and in the Costa del Sol, there are distinct submarkets. In other words, prices do not move evenly across the entire region. In prime beachfront areas like Javea or Marbella, prices have increased more significantly compared to other submarkets located farther inland. Ultimately, I would say that generally speaking, real estate price movements are driven much more by the law of supply and demand than by other macroeconomic aspects. In prime beachfront locations, demand is strong while supply is extremely limited. Moreover, supply cannot increase because most coastal towns and cities have strict building regulations. As a result, prices consistently rise, making it a much safer long-term investment in terms of capital appreciation. Obviously, another key factor contributing to Spain's popularity as a destination for international property buyers is that Spain is one of the most welcoming countries in Europe for foreign buyers. There are absolutely no restrictions on non-residents purchasing property in Spain, plus many legal advisors and buyers agencies like us have extensive experience working with international clients, making the buying process relatively straightforward. Now, rental income is another attractive factor. Prime beachfront locations typically see high rental demand in May, June, July, August, and September. But most recently, we've also seen a significant spike in the demand for mid-term accommodation in beachfront locations all year round and not only in summer. For a beachfront apartment in Costa Blanca, you can perfectly expect a gross rental yield of between 5 and 8% depending on the location, property quality, and the management of the property. On another note, many people ask me whether there is a real estate bubble in Spain. I always give them the same answer. In today's market, it's only possible to get a mortgage if you have a strong financial profile. On top of that, both buying and renting have become very expensive. And almost 20 years ago, in the last actual real estate bubble, rental yields were very low because practically anyone, regardless of their financial situation, could get a mortgage. As a result, if anyone can get a mortgage, few people rented and almost everybody bought. That excessive access to credit was the key factor in inflating the real estate bubble back then. But today the situation is very different. Lending standards are very strict and access to financing is limited to solvent buyers. This is not a speculative boom driven by easy credit. What we are seeing right now is not a bubble, but a structural shortage of housing supply. My conclusion is that I wouldn't be worried about buying right now out of fear that prices will crash. In fact, I'm more concerned about the opposite, that they will keep rising. Demand remains strong, especially in beachfront areas, while the supply of available properties continues to lag behind. That imbalance is what is driving prices upward, and unless supply increases significantly, there is little reason to expect a drop in the near future. And that said, there are important considerations every foreign buyer should be aware of. Transaction costs in Spain are significant, not just for foreigners, but for everyone. Buyers should budget between 10 to 13% of the purchase price to cover taxes, notary fees, legal and professional services, and land registry costs. In addition, owning a property in Spain comes with ongoing expenses such as the annual property tax, the building community fees, home insurance, and maintenance. But to be fair, Spain's recurrent property costs are generally low compared to many other countries. For example, for a 100 square meter or 1,000 square feet beachfront apartment in Costa Blanca, you might expect a property tax bill of around 500 euros a year, a home insurance cost of 400 euros a year, and a community fee of between 50 to 100 euros per month, depending on the amenities. Now, Spain's regulatory environment is also evolving. In April 2025, the government officially ended the Golden Visa program for property investors. Previously, this program allowed non-European buyers to obtain residency by investing 500,000 euros or more in Spanish real estate. That's no longer an option. Non-European buyers now need to explore other visa routes, such as the non-lucrative visa for retirees or the digital nomad visa for remote professionals, which, by the way, offers significant tax advantages. A more controversial proposal is currently under discussion, which is the 100% tax surcharge on resale property purchases by non-European, non-resident buyers. As of 2024, the non-EU, non-resident buyers represented 3% of the total transactions in the market, which is actually very low. But if this law is approved, it could effectively bring such transactions to zero. But again, as of now, this is not a law and its likelihood of being approved is extremely low, but it remains an active legislative topic. Meanwhile, short-term rental regulations are tightening. In some municipalities, especially in high-density tourist areas, licenses for new holiday rentals on Airbnb are being restricted or denied. Another concern is property left vacant for long periods, which can lead to deterioration or even illegal occupation. For this reason, local property managers or security systems are highly recommended for absentee owners. And obviously, before making a property purchase, foreign buyers should prepare carefully. You have to obtain the Spanish tax ID, so-called NIE certificate. You have to set up your own bank account in Spain with a Spanish bank and conduct a serious due diligence on the property's title, zoning status, and any outstanding debts, either mortgage debts or other type of tax affections. And now let's talk about where to buy beachfront apartments. For the purpose of this video, we will focus on the two most demanded regions among foreign buyers, which are the Costa Blanca and the Costa del Sol. The Costa Blanca is located in Alicante province. The average price is around 2,500 euros per square meter, with prime areas like Javea or Moraira reaching 3,500 euros per square meter. It's known for affordability, smaller coastal towns, and a laid-back lifestyle. It's very popular among Northern European expats and retirees. The Costa del Sol, on the other hand, is located in Malaga province. The average price is around 3,000 euros per square meter, with luxury areas like Marbella surpassing 4,500 euros per square meter. It offers higher population density, luxury tourism, and a cosmopolitan lifestyle. It's more suited to high-end buyers and investors looking for prestige and excellent amenities. My personal opinion, based in our experience at Emerging Investors Spain, is that Costa Blanca tends to appeal to value-driven buyers and retirees, while Costa del Sol attracts those seeking more luxury, high-end amenities, and international connectivity. In conclusion, buying beachfront property in Spain can be a rewarding lifestyle choice and a solid long-term investment if approached with proper planning and guidance. Spain offers sunshine, modern infrastructure, value appreciation, and rental income opportunities, but it's not always as simple as buying in your home country. So Professional advice is more important than ever. Thank you very much for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights on real estate investment in Spain.